everyone, it's me Katrina with just my 3 cents. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna try to make this pretty brief, but there's been some noise, and I call it noise, in the media, social media, in regards to that of Democrats and them appearing weak, them, not standing up, not fighting. But then there's also been ruckus, if you will, of those that are so-called fighting, how they're doing it in an old, antiquated way, or they're not fighting hard enough, and it's it's annoying. But then you have some of the up and coming Democratic representatives, be it in the House, that are making waves, and they're making names for themselves. Little snippets that are coming out of then kind of being a little bit more forceful, standing up and saying what needs to be said, saying the loud words out loud. And again, we're at this point where, and I've had this conversation with my husband a few times, and he's kind of gone back and forth on the notion of how the Democratic Party needs to move forward. And I'm more of a line where we need to be in the what did Trumpy call it last time? The stand back and stand by mode. I think the Democratic Party needs to stand by and stand back. That's what I think. I think they need to let it burn. I really do. That may be controversial. I really do think they need to let it burn. However many, what is it, 70 plus million people voted for President Musk and Comrade Trump. They voted for this. Okay. Like they said, the people have spoken. And as President Musk and or Comrade Musk had so arrogantly reminded people in the Oval last week, the people are going to get what they voted for. If you saw the smugness on his face when he said that, but if you heard his words, the people are going to get what they voted for. I think we ought to listen to him, and we ought to allow the people to get what they voted for. Now, the effed up part about that, yes, is that the people who did not vote for him, and I'm not talking about you suckers that sat your ass down on the couch and didn't vote like you continue to do. This don't apply to you because you lazy. You this ain't for you. Anywho, but those that chose to vote for this regime, it's time that you get what you voted for. But those that didn't vote for this, again, my heart breaks for you. My heart breaks for you. And it has, thank the heavens, knock on wood, knock on all of the above, it hasn't hit my doorstep yet. However, that sucker is creeping. It's like it's hanging out in the parking lot. It's creeping. It hasn't hit my doorstep yet, but it's creeping. And so I have empathy. I to say I'm worried is an understatement. To say I'm not fearful, but to say I'm worried of the things to come is like I said, it's an understatement. The only effed up part about it is that other people who didn't vote for this, and again, I'm not talking to you lazy mother suckers who didn't vote. I'm talking to the ones who didn't vote for this. Unfortunately, we all will get caught up in the riffraff with it, and that's the effed up part about it. Because if they don't learn, if they don't feel the pain of what's to come, they won't learn from it. What did they say? Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Apparently, didn't nobody learn. Okay, didn't nobody learn. So, and nobody's learned like history. Like great empires have faltered. Not most great empires have faltered from within because they imploded from within, not solely because some outside adversary took them out. A good portion of these so-called empires imploded from within. It's happening today. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. While you're here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. It's Katrina with just my 3 cents. Now, as far as for the Democratic Party, while it's imploding, our government, that is, while the government is imploding, that doesn't mean that y'all don't do nothing. Like, yes, y'all do need to be restructuring things, building your forces within. But to me, y'all need to do it quietly. The same way those jokers put together Project 2020, Project 25 on the low and didn't unveil it until the campaign. Y'all need to put something together on the low, on the quiet, and don't unveil it until it's time. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be more of damage control when the project that y'all put together is going to be more of uh, how to fix this that got broken type project. But at the same time, too, y'all can also reinstitute and/or institute some of your own plays. But yes, y'all do need to have a how do we fix this ish type playbook. If you don't come correct in 2020, whenever the hell that is, with a full on project, da 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 da, then what have you been doing this whole time? Because as disgusting, as damaging as Project 2025 has been, you have to give credit where credit is due. They were sitting, we thought they were sitting on the sidelines twiddling their thumbs. They were sitting on the sidelines coming up with an entire playbook. And when day one came, guess what? Bam, here it go. Let's get it. They hit the ground running, literally. It wasn't oh, let's think about. See, that's the thing that I have to give credit to. The last time Trump and them came in office, it was a lot of talk. It was a lot of smoke and mirrors. It was a lot of, oh, let's figure it out as we go along, right? There was a lot of that, and you could clearly see they were really learning on the job. So towards the end of that presidency, they learned, oh, we can't do that. We have to come in and come correct. We have to come in with an entire game plan. We cannot come in learning on the job. We have to come in and know the job proficiently. Even if that means knowing of the job is to completely tear down the job, because that's what they're doing. They're basically dismantling the government. And in their minds, to dismantle, he is approaching it as the, I guess, the business owner that he claims to be, where it's easier to dismantle something and aka rebuild it from scratch. That's more or less, if you look at it from the surface, that's more or less, I'm not giving him credit. No, not even a little bit. I'm just saying, more or less, that's, if you're putting two and two together, that's more or less the strategy that they're attempting to use. Let's dismantle everything and maybe rebuild it in our own image, right? That's, again, if you're smart enough, that's more or less the so-called strategy they're trying to use. Dismantle everything that's in place and rebuild it in our own image, right? And our own disgusting ass image, right? So, so to give credit though, they came in day one with an entire game plan, and they have executed said game plan. So, whenever 2028, 2028 comes along, 2029 comes along, if the Democratic Party doesn't have an entire game plan, an entire playbook ready to go on day flipping one, then that's your goddamn fault. Okay? That's assuming they win, number one, right? But that's your fault if you don't have that. That starts now. That starts now. Quit all of this banging on the doors. No, we need to let them crumble. We need to let it burn. You saw those pictures of the with the women sitting on the rooftop watching everything burn and just drinking the coffee. Do that. Do that. Yes. That's it's necessary. Do that. And while we do that, strategize. There are people currently within the House of Representatives, maybe a couple senators and things like that, in our local constituencies and things like that, that are actually making names for themselves. I said that before, that are actually saying what the people want. You also now have, because of all of this disruption that Musk and Trumpy and all of the crew have now created, you also now have a bunch of pissed off workers. If you all were worried about your numbers before, they may have flipped people for you with all of these weird ass firings. Use that to your advantage, though. If you don't harness that energy of the sun that these Nimrods just gave you, that's your fault. But at the same time, you do need to let these jokers right now continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Don't help them out. Don't help them fix shit. Don't help them fix a damn thing. I would like for representatives, for Democratic representatives to do right now is maybe to go back to the grassroots, as they say. Take it back to the streets. Go back to your town halls. Go back to your local people. Maybe have town halls in those ways. Talk to those local people that have been affected by these abrupt changes, I'll call them. Talk to your local people. Get them energized. Remind them of who did this. And no, it wasn't just Comrade Trumpy. It wasn't just Comrade Musk. Guess what? It was your local neighbor who had that flag flying in their yard. Remember that big old red MAGA flag? Remember, it was them. So that now every day when they're driving by, they can remember, oh, it was you. Rita, I remember you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you don't forget. See, it's, when you aim too high, sometimes you forget. But if you go and keep it level, you can have somebody to focus on regularly. So you're not gonna see Trumpy every day, but you're gonna see Rita every day. Keep your eye on Rita. So now you focus, right? Now you like, you know what, Rita? I remember that. Uh-huh, Rita. I hope you get a flat tire, Rita. Oh, Rita, you lost your job too? You know what I'm saying? Because Rita right now, all the Ritas, all the Karens, all the, I'm just making up names. I ain't even want to say Karen, but I'm just all the people that was out there popping all of that noise. Jump, 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 jump. If any of them are out there talking about, oh shit, I lost my job, so the F what? What did they say? Right up underneath my thing. F around and find out. That's what you did. That's what you're doing. You effed around, you found out. But unfortunately, what you also did is you drug down a couple of innocents with you. I said a couple. You drug down a lot of innocent people with you. Don't nobody feel sorry for you. People feel sorry for the people that you latched onto and brought them down with. So that's the effed up part, that you drug a lot of other people down with you, with your bull. So what our Democratic people need to now be doing is they need to start hitting the street in regards to these now newly energized people. And trust me, there's gonna be a lot more dumb shit coming along. Excuse my language. There's gonna be a lot more mess coming along as they continue to stir the nest, as they're going to be doing. So pay attention to them. Pay attention to all that's going on. But for our Democratic people, no, we don't need them. Our Democratic representatives, excuse me, we don't need them matching the same, to me, pathetic energy that the Republicans got away with for so long. Just because they got to throw stupid temper tantrums in the House and they got to say the most outlandish stuff ever. For one, I don't need my representatives to do that. I don't want, like, it's like the kids in the store, right? We know there are some kids who get to misbehave in the store versus other kids who, we don't play that, okay? We don't do that with our kids in the store, okay? Okay, so just because they get to get away with throwing the temper tantrum, taking shit off the shelf and throwing it, and everybody just act like they don't see it, that's not okay behavior. I don't need these over here to start doing that just because they got away with it. I don't want that. So just because all of those, your Marjorie Taylor Greens and your now Bobart or Bobbert ladies or whatever, those people got to just act a complete fool over there in the House, doesn't mean that that's now the standard. I don't want us to start acting. I don't want us to start dumbing. I don't want my representatives to dumb themselves down just to get airtime. I don't want that. Stay vigilant. Stay professional. Stay yourself, but show something. Now I know Hakeem Jeffries' name has been thrown out there, that he represents kind of the old guard of politicking, if you will, and that may be definitely true. I mean, he does kind of walk the line just a little bit of a, like a, he's a little boring. I hate to say he's a little boring, but at the same time too, I don't, like I said, I don't need him to get rah rah with it. I don't want that. I don't need him to. I'm gonna use a big word here. I don't need him to besmirch himself to sound like those idiots over there. We don't need that. We do not need another Trumpy sounding, Marjorie Taylor sounding idiot up on the podium. We don't. We just need smart, strategic sounding people. But we also do need people who aren't afraid, maybe, to hit them in the gut. And you don't have to do you like I used to tell this to my husband. Sometimes you have to learn how to fight tactfully. And you can do that. You can be forceful. You can be antagonistic, but you can also do it in a way that's not I don't know, just cowardice, like the ways that they did it. They used to say some of the I swear to goodness, they used to say like nursery rhyme type stuff over there, and it's like y'all aren't even making words make sense, and like gobbledygook, really, it was really gobbledygook, and it didn't sound intelligent to me. So over here, you can still be forceful, you can be tactful, you can have energy, you can be energetic, yes, but you don't have to sound like an idiot. And so I know a lot of people in the media and the social media realm, they keep referencing your representative Jasmine Crockett, like her kind of, she's forceful, she's energetic, I'll use, and she's unapologetic, she's not afraid. So people like that, like your AOC NY, your up and coming gentleman now, Representative Frost, the other gentleman up in New York. You got to get some people who's not afraid to talk that talk. At the same time, they're not degrading themselves. They're not making themselves sound stupid. They still sound educated. Like, I got a brain. I can still talk that talk. Guess what? I can use a big word or two. And it's not really a big word. It just shows I have a vocabulary. Okay, period. I can read. I can talk. I went to school. I'm educated. But at the same time, too, I can talk you down when needed, as needed. Let's get it. And I'm not gonna embarrass myself, but I am gonna embarrass you because you sound crazy. We need some of that. We do need people with a heartbeat. Your Chuck Schumers, you got to go. Sorry, you sleepy. We need a lot more of that. Yes, however, I go back to my statement. We also do need to let it burn. So I know that sounds like I'm double talking, if you will. Now, I don't think we need that to be public. I think that needs to happen on the local level. I think all of that rah rah, if you will, your people need to hear that. Your people that are going to elect you, they need to hear that. First of all, the media is bought right now, anyways. They're not going to air you, anyways. Period. Okay. These jokers that are out here, I mean, you have maybe what, two voices left on MSNBC, a half a voice left on CNN. Just worry about your local constituents. And on the local level, those are the people you need to be gearing towards. So in your local channels, those are the avenues you need to be blasting. There's a thing called YouTube. There's a thing called Facebook. There are all these other avenues that you need to be trying to reach your local people. Quit worrying about the big boxes. They're bought. That's not how we need to be reaching the people, because those big boxes are bought. That's why other people get to run with that notion. The Dems are weak. They ain't doing nothing, because it's not going to get aired on purpose. That message gets aired. That message gets aired because it benefits. It pays the people who were bought, and it benefits the petty winning, right? As long as they keep saying petty crap, and it pays that notion. But in the meantime, your constituents need to know that you actually are fighting. They need to see you like on the ground, in town halls, in whatever other forums. They need to see you constantly kind of berating them, not berating in a positive way, a barrage of you contacting them, letting them know, hey, I hear you. I'm listening to you. These are the things that we want to do moving forward. Just keep this between us, because when 2029 comes, we're gonna bam hit them with this. In the meantime, it's gonna get save your little coin, because when 2029 hit, we're hitting the ground running. So, having said that, again, for the proud 92 and the proud, I believe it was 79, I stand back and stand by. And I know I'm probably messing that up, but y'all gonna stand back and stand by. Let this burn, okay? They're doing a great job of it. Let it burn. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Save your money. We're supposed to be like chilling out on all the spending and everything. Anyway, shit going too high any goddamn way. Like, I just bought some eggs the other day, and it was like, well, it was like, it was $7.50 and I had to buy the 18 count. There wasn't even a dozen in the store, so they already gouging you on that. They're like, oh no no no, we don't do a dozen anymore. You have to get the 18 count. Okay, let it burn. Let it burn, and let the people who voted for this, let them feel this. But you people who voted for this, I'm gonna need to see some more of them shirts. I'm gonna need to see some more of them flags though, so that we can identify you further. I saw this little sticker from this guy. You can't fix stupid, but you can identify it faster. Yeah. What was he? His channel, I believe, is, if I find it, I'll try to post it. I think it was something called Blue Dot in a Red State or something like that. Anyways, but he was wearing a shirt and he has a sticker or something where it says, "Yeah, you can't fix stupid, but you can identify it faster." Um, so I'm gonna need to see all of that loud and proud red for MAGA and them because it's missing. Because I want to be able to clap for you because your team is winning amazingly. They're winning, and while they're winning, I hope you're enjoying this. I really hope you guys are enjoying the shit out of this. Great job. So, having said that, stand by, stand back for the 92 and the 78 that did what they were supposed to do. And for the Dems for 2029, have a goddamn playbook together. Don't just come up in here like, oh, what do we do now? But y'all better have a goddamn plan together. Don't come up in here thinking that y'all just about to, oh, let's figure it out as we go. That don't work. Let's go back to the old playbook. That don't work either. Y'all better have a good, solid, strong ass, weird ass playbook. Okay? And none of this shaking hands across the aisle. Screw that. Have the numbers. Do what you do. What old boy doing? Fight me in court. Boom, hit it. Fight me in court. Now, no, I don't believe in all the dumb having tantrums. However, fight me in court. Get stuff done. Fight me in court. So, hey, that's where we are right now. Anyways, my name's Katrina. This is more than my 3 cents. I done said way too much. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Be easy out there. All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye.